let's go ahead and start talking about Power and what we expect is going to happen in this next coming episode of Power. So if you follow me, you've already seen my trailer breakdown I did on Saturday. Let's take a look at that trailer again, and let's hear what you all have to say about some of the tidbits I found in the trailer and give it a little bit of a discussion before we get into this Sean Diddy Combs area.
Saying that cop killed her son. I think that's really what happened.
I ain't shooting my way out of problems no more. I'm out the game.
Box done. You believe her? I think the question is whether she believes herself.
You guys want to make some money? Always hiring.
We need the money, man. I ain't trying to go back to my mother's. Everybody got their hustles, man. Just gotta find dogs.
Well, that's what we're going to see in episode 2. Everybody got to get their hustle started, and we're seeing the very beginning of the Kanan Stark empire. First thing we seen in this trailer was him riding in a vehicle with his mama. Now, I ain't too sure, but is Kanan even old enough to drive yet? And if he ain't old enough to drive, I don't see his mama letting him get the wheels to one of her Range Rovers and things. So what's going on with that? He's driving. He's talking about what happened to Detective Burt. Clearly, he's no slow leak because my main man knows that a suicide, something smells a little sketch. Something smells a little fishy here. And he ain't buying it. So I'm curious to know, what do you guys think is going on? Whose car they driving in? What is he telling his mama? Because last episode, he wasn't having it with his mama. He was dead ass done with his mama. His mama could go kick rocks for all he was concerned. He was done. And now he at least is back in the car with her. And then after that, we get my man, Detective Tomlin, Detective Coach Howard Mike Tomlin. Looks like he's in the police unit somewhere, the police office. You see the American flag and you see file desk and shit in the background. And he giving somebody the side eye from hell. He looking at him like, and that definitely ain't the kind of look that he want to go eat apple pies and shit with nobody. That's the kind of look of, if you do something wrong, I might have to kill you. Okay, look at this look. That is the look. He ain't looking at no fat booty. He ain't looking at no dessert he want to eat. He looking at somebody like, I might have to take you out. Who the hell is left in the police force that he needs to kill? Somebody help me out up in this joint. Who is left in the police force that Detective Tomlin need to kill? He probably need to go get some help with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's what he really need to be going to do. But in this picture, he is looking at someone like, could it be? I have an inquiring mind. Could that be Medina, Burke's ex-girlfriend? Could he be looking at her like that in a police unit? Because she know everything that was going on with Howard. And it's only a matter of time before she becomes the new Cagney and Lacey all in one and decides she's going to carry her ass down there and try to get some revenge for Detective Burke that she claims she was done with because Burke was getting her in trouble. But we know that's not true. This is Power, and nobody can let bygones be bygones in Power. And again, shout out to Detective Tomlin for doing something that historically they don't do in Power. He took care of his damn business. He didn't leave no loose ends. He said, F that. I'm going to take care of my family, and I'm going to prove to Raq she need to let me get another bite at that rock. That's what he did. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we see Raq in here talking to Stefano in front of what looks to be like some kind of damn inferno, or the thing you burn, the cremation device you burn people up in, hot as hell in there. And she's just basically telling him, look, dude, I don't shoot my way out of corners no more. I'm out the game. The question is, what kind of proposition is he asking her for? What is he doing? If she says she's out the game, Like she's done. She's not. She's done. She's out the game. She ain't shooting her way out of problems no more. I don't see her going to him asking for anything. He's asking her for something. So what is he asking her for? Is he asking her to get back in the game? Is he asking her to be a hit woman for hire? What exactly is Stefano asking her? Now, Stefano on this show is one of the 5 crime bosses, Italian crime bosses. And if Raq don't want to have nothing to do with the game, I can't think of no other business he can have with her. I mean, he ain't asking her to buy damn fish. You know, they in there alone. That's not the kind of place you take a woman and say, come buy one of my high-ass clown fishes. You need to find a Nemo? Probably, but not here. It definitely ain't in here where the fire is at. That ain't what's going on. Maybe this could have something to do with the Italian family, Saul family. I don't know. But post your comments. I would love to hear from you guys on what you think. But Stefano wants her to do something. Question is, what is it? And what's the reward that Raq is going to get from it? Then we get Unique talking to Stefano. Now, and in the clip, basically he's saying Raq believes she's out the game. That's the scariest part. She believe it. So it appears him and Raq is kind of, somewhat, I ain't gonna say they're an item, but they messing. As y'all young folks say, they messing. At some point in time, neither one of them two can be trusted. Unique nor Raq. This is gonna come down between Unique and Raq to which one of them knows is wide open the most. And if I had to put my money on it, I'm going to say Unique is a whole lot more smitten for Raq than Raq is smitten for Unique. Okay. Now, him coming through, grabbing her pain, broken arm, clenching her, bending her over the kitchen table, she just needed to get that nut in. Simple as that. She needed to get that nut. That was like a painkiller nut for her. But now that she good, she will be the first one to double cross him. Mark my words. Post your comments. Let me know what you think. This is one of the most iconic cinematography views I've seen in Power since the original. Raq up against the back with Joey Badass Unique. And this all transpires while, homeboy and her is in there. He's got his wife beater on and his cross on, and y'all know what that means. The only thing we don't get to see is his Timberlands. Her arm has magically healed. So hey, he must got some of them Lucky Charm peanuts, huh? The magically delicious, and they make your arms heal. Well, my man is eating what looks to be some kind of whipped cream dessert, maybe some damn ice cream, maybe some cotton candy. He's got something in his hand, and my grown folks all know, whenever you done had a good one, boy, you want to go in there and taste something. Yes, you do. Some of y'all want to go smoke cigarettes. Us fat folks, we want to go eat something. And apparently even the skinny folks want to go eat something. Damn, my dude, I need you to go lift some weights, bro. His damn wife beater is almost looking like a fucking onesie. Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen. We have a special guest coming to the stage. Somebody who's not going to like me talking junk about her man, Joey Badass Unique on the show. It's our representative songbird and actress, ladies and gentlemen. It's the homie Lex the Targaryen. What's going on, Lex?
What's up, people? How are you guys?
I am good. How about you?
I am good, okay? Every day above ground. Amen.
So I have questions for you since you're here. We're just kind of breaking down this trailer for the coming episode of Power. And what exactly is your boy doing? What's on that spoon? What's on that spoon he got in his hand? He got on his wife beater. He barely got on drawers. He got some Tim's on, and Raq's arm has magically healed. What is going on in this little picture right here in episode 2, Lex the Targaryen?
I don't know. Maybe they was making cake. I see a cake thing on the table, like the old fashioned that your grandmas have, like the cake holder. That's what's in the middle of the table. Maybe they was about to frost the cake, being all cute in the kitchen, and then bam, they bust through the door, and all he got is a butter knife.
Lex, they ain't making no cake. The cake already been made in the bedroom. That is not the look of making cake right now. Hell no. They made the cake, and then you absolutely right. Boom, thugs bust in the door. Yes, I call these white dudes thugs. I said it. But the question is, who are these thugs from, Lex the Targaryen? I'm sure you watched my trailer breakdown. Who do you think they're from?
Oh, listen, we know that's coming from Big Taxi. That's his name from me for the whole season. That's coming from Big Taxi right there.
Stefano, y'all. She's talking about
Listen,
Stefano.
that's Big Taxi. Until he finish on this show, from me, when I say Big Taxi, that's who I'm talking about. That's him. That's Big Taxi,
So then, Lex, the question comes down to between Raq and Unique, which one of the two is going to double cross the other one first? My money's on Raq double crossing him.
Wow. That is you come with them questions. That is a good one. I don't even want to answer that question until the next episode because I don't have enough evidence to take, and you be writing on your paper. I don't know. Because as much as Raq want to change, she greasy, like Raq greasy. And honestly, Neat greasy too, but what Ice Spice say, they both from the Bronx. They dirty. I don't know.
Look,
It might. This is some Mr. Mrs. Smith type stuff.
Mark my words. Raq is gonna double cross him first. Mark my word. She's gonna be the black widow in this mess. She is gonna do that boy wrong, and his brother's gonna be standing there laughing. It's gonna be the only time we're gonna see his brother, the crazy psycho nerd. It's the only time we're gonna see him laughing. So then we get on down here to Kanan meeting up with this guy looking like Adrian Brody with a mustache. What exactly is this dude up to, Lex? I don't trust him. Don't trust him.
Nah, absolutely not. He is giving narc or so I don't know. He looked like a narc or like a new detective. Maybe that's the one Howard got to look. He just looked oppish. Whatever he is, he's an pepperoni and cheese, extra large. I see it now.
I don't trust him. I don't think we can trust him. But Kanan and Fame is going to get that work from somebody. So if this guy, he just looks weird. He's a lone white guy in the projects hanging around a bunch of black dudes. That just gives me all kinds of 12 Days of a Slave vibes, meaning that what is his real end game? Whatever he's up to, I think somehow, some way, Kanan is going to get involved with him, but I'm just nervous that you can't trust this guy. So we'll see where that one go. But I got this one for you. You'll like this. What's going on with your boy? He bleeding. He got on his Chicago Bulls shorts. He being pulled. I can't tell if he's laughing or if he's in pain. What's going on with your boy, Lex?
I know he's definitely laughing. He's a psychopath, and he just looks so good, psycho-ish. Like it's kind of giving that, like, yeah, like that. I'm really like that. Like he laughing at it. Like I don't know. Yeah, that's a fine specimen on camera. God bless him.
You like your men dark, bleeding in the backdrop of dump trucks and shit. That's how you like your men.
Not bleeding, but it show he could take a punch. He laughing like it's funny. Y'all thought that was something? It's funny. But no, that's definitely after Big Taxi done snatched him up. That's for sure. So I don't know if maybe he's separating. Yeah. Maybe he's separating him and Raq to talk to him separately to see what they say. Maybe that's why after he was like, Raq says she out there. I don't know. But I mean, obviously we know he's gonna survive. So I'm trying to figure out what's the whole purpose of them doing that when in actuality, like, it was really them and Buscelli, and even that, like, it wasn't really sanctioned at first. Then he have to go back and say something to Stefano when the whole like started in the first place. So it's just like now he getting into it like big style, but it's just like that was really small fry stuff to you and it didn't directly affect you. So you really need to jump on him and not her. But we gonna see how this go.
We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see how Raq gonna double cross this boy and break his heart. And I know some of y'all women is rooting for his heart being broke because
No.
Oh yes, Lex. Let's not forget what he's doing. He's been stepping out on his baby mama. He's left his baby mama.
Dang, I forgot about Pernessa. She's such a non-factor.
Yeah. See how y'all women forget stuff when y'all want it to be in y'all favor.
Nah, I'm a girl's girl. I don't support that, but I'm not gonna lie, her character is weak. Like, if they would have had more, like, we felt bad for Wanda when Terry stepped out. Like, Terry, you ain't crap. But we ain't really had no relationship to build with Pernessa. I mean, she the girlfriend regardless. That's the baby mama. But listen. Look,
let me ask you this.
You knew who he was with.
If your man, let's just say hypothetically, the guy you dating and y'all's children live in this house, and then all of a sudden your big brother who you know was in the game just pop up, you tell him you don't feel safe and he just take off and run away.
In the words of the poet that we knew once that walked this earth named Tupac Shakur, first off, that's not happening. So I'm not even gonna paint that scenario because I'm gonna let you know the door. That's how that goes. You're not just gonna bring in a factor. Not to mention, Neek fell off last season. They was staying with her mama.
That's true.
Like, so I'm assuming he done got up out his mom. Like, they done got up out, but they not out the penthouse where they was. So regardless, your brother done came home, and it's not even like it's a warm welcome, and that man was eating cereal and wouldn't get up. Listen, sometimes when people come home from prison, like, they're in such a defensive mindset. They know you family, but it's hard for them to adjust. Like, it's cases where people want to go back to prison because they've been away so long and they can't adjust to the new society. So he tapped. That man is tapped. Cereal? You got enough love to come because you know you could come here, but you're not going to get up because you don't want your cereal to get soggy? A hug take 2 seconds. That's crazy. I would sleep with one eye open. That's wild.
I wouldn't even sleep in the house. His ass would have to be out the house, period. Nope, he ain't going to be in. And then on top of that, he eating cereal, and you watching the very people that been watching you for however long you've been in jail. You up there watching like some cop show with the white guys, eating this cereal. Like a serial killer. Maybe that was the metaphor. He's a serial killer, and that's what he's going to be doing when they turn his butt loose. I can't wait to see what they do with Unique's brother. There's going to be a whole lot more coming from Ronnie. And let's just see what other traumas have happened to him since he got out of jail.
Yeah, I kind of hope he choked Pernessa out. I'm not going to lie. Like, I know that sounds bad. Hear me out. I know that sounds bad. Before development and neat character, can you imagine if him and his brother start beefing and he come home and his son and his girl choked out, and he gonna feel even bad because he was somewhere sleeping with Raq? That is beautiful writing. Beautiful.
So what is Unique gonna do at that point? Because I don't think he can beat his brother. Then it will
come down between him and his brother, but I feel like maybe that's where it could be like him and Raq versus his brother or something like that. Or like, what if it be something crazy like Neek end up dying or whatever later on, but that was Raq's like kind of like match, like they was cool with it, like, and it worked, and like Neek died, maybe killing his brother. Like, I don't know. It's so much that they could do with it, but so I wouldn't leave him in the house by myself. Absolutely not. If you're not gonna hug me, I know you ain't acknowledged your nephew and hugged him. You probably using his cereal bowl. I think not.
You know what I really want to see? I would love to see Ronnie teach Kanan the drug game. Just to stick it to Raq.
Do you remember me saying? Do you remember me saying in the AM message on Instagram when they first dropped the trailer? I said I think Ronnie may be Breeze, and the reason he was able to play Tariq the way he did is because Ronnie played him. Mm-hmm. Ronnie introduced himself as Breeze, just like Kanan introduced himself as whoever he introduced himself as.
Can I ask you a question? Because I just got to know. what is all this love for a fucking breeze? A cool breeze, summer breeze, fantasy breeze. Why is everybody so hung up on a breeze?
I think it's because we know Kanan was probably the most ruthless person we saw on Power. So if Kanan was that ruthless and he was taught the game, he never said he was that ruthless because of his mother. Like, he was taught the game by Breeze. He had to put Breeze down. Who is Breeze? Like, who shot JR? Who is Breeze? We want to know, because he got to be demented beyond belief.
So do you feel like Ronnie has the makings of being demented beyond belief?
Yes. That man wasn't blinking in them thick bifocals. He got them Jeffrey Dahmers on.
Hey, silence of the black lambs, ladies and gentlemen. Silence of the black lambs.
And I'm a back up. I don't want no parts. He's tapped. I'm telling y'all now. What is this? All we got was episode 1, right? Two come on tomorrow. He's tapped. I'm telling y'all, that man tapped. He's not well.
Unique. I hope they wrote some mental health breaks in there for your brother, because he definitely could use it. He needs to go sit on Sally Jesse Raphael's couch or something. So next, Lex, I have no doubt about this one. There is no doubt in my mind where Jukebox is at, but I would love to hear what you think. Where do you think Jukebox is at in this moment?
That's probably not the cemetery, so I don't know, actually. I don't know.
Considering how well Haley Kilford acts and the sadness on her face, I can 100% be on a shadow of a doubt. I even said this in my trailer breakdown last week. She is somewhere wherever they're doing ceremonies for Detective Burt, because she cared about her more than what they showed. I remember last season when we talked about this, y'all jumped down my throat. Oh, Lamont, you don't know what you're talking about. She don't want Burt. Burt don't want her. They be underage, blah, 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 blah. Fuckers. And y'all see what just happened. Not only did they say she has something going on with Juke, but she has something going on with some other underage kids. And I told y'all, Juke actually took a liking to this woman. And I think it was you, Lex, that said it was probably because we know that she got this calling to be a cop from somewhere. So could that have started because of Burt? I don't know. Your thoughts?
I would have thought so, but I thought Burke was going to last a little bit longer. I'm not going to hold you. I thought she would have been like the episode 5 death. Like, they knocked her off episode 1. So it's like...
Right.
So we don't know if... you know what? Think about it like this. The good in the cop, or whatever the case may be, might have been Burke. But what if she start... Because now she know that that's Kanan dad, and Howard is getting dirty. What if, like, she learned, like, how to monopolize both sides from Howard, or like she say, like because we haven't got screen time with them and interacting yet at all. So I don't know, because Burke done died. Like, I feel like Burke played a role, but she wasn't there long enough to be influential on Juke like that for her to be like, yeah, I'm gonna be a cop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, if they would have let her last longer and they would have had more, but I don't think that's it. Something but keep in mind also, they wrote the show backwards. So nobody was thinking about a spinoff, I don't think, when, Anika Noni Rose did, you know what I'm saying? So they got to make pieces fit, but something else going to have to happen. Or maybe Raq gonna need her to do it to get her office. I don't know. Like, something gonna happen that's gonna be more. I don't know, because she's still dirty. Oh, she too.
So I already done told you what's gonna happen. That's gonna turn you. Marvin gonna die, and that's what's gonna turn you.
Yeah, that's why their relationship too close. I know Marvin. I said this season, and you said this season, but everybody else said that would be dumb, which I agree. I would want more seasons with Marvin, but also, we got to move the story along. Kanan got to grow up some, like maybe a time jump. Something got to happen. So,
thank you.
It's either going to be him or Lulu this season. I could see Lulu crashing out. and getting caught slipping up because he's so slippery, or possibly Marvin getting an infection, and I don't know, but it's not looking good for Marvin because him and Jukebox a little too chummy, and that's what we want. But nah, that spells danger. So
yep,
and I love Marvin.
Girl, y'all love all the men up here, and I'm happy for
like
y'all.
In a way of like his acting, I think he does such an amazing. Like Marvin makes you like, I love him and Lulu. Like they are just so. And they couldn't have casted a better three. That's the trilogy right there.
Lex, this show has the top tier talent, just about all of them. Oh no, it ain't no just about. It is. This is the top tier talent out of all of them. You name a show that had more talent than this.
Michael Rainey ain't never coming on the show. You ain't never gonna be able to get Rico here. He picked the side. I did.
Stars has already done said F you, Lamont. Okay. Okay.
What? Why?
Y'all ain't the only channel in town. I mean, okay, great. So, I mean, fine. Okay. So I ain't worried about any of them coming up here, as far as that's concerned. And end of the day, truth is the truth. And the truth is the best across the board acting talent is on this particular show. The kid playing young Kanan. Good God almighty.
The way he talks more and more like 50 every season is sickening.
It's crazy.
That boy Makai Curtis eating this roll up. Shout out to him.
Like, he's going to be in the MCU whenever they done with Power. He's going to be in the MCU.
Hey, he should be the Hulk. Like, can you imagine if they made a black Hulk, like a young Hulk or something like that? Is that MCU? I don't know anything.
Yeah, that's Marvel.
Could you imagine like a young black Hulk, like a little spinny spin on it?
Love it.
That might be something.
I already done wrote something like that. Love it.
That might be something.
Yeah. Now, who is Detective Mike Tomlin Howard looking at? And now he's got on his gear as if he's done been to some kind of professional police function. I'm going to assume this has something to do with Burke's death. And this is where Jukebox is at. I'm assuming both of these is in the same place. So who is he looking at like it's a well-cooked pork chop that just came off the grill?
No, I think he actually spots Juke. Maybe Juke in a cut and he spot her before he walking over, because he's definitely going to the funeral. So, or either coming from, because he in full uniform, when they do the little gun salute and all that other stuff. So he's in full uniform. Or maybe somebody else is watching him and he peeped them watching him.
Right.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it's Juke.
It wouldn't surprise me if he's looking at whoever Burke's daddy is talking to with the IMF thing, the IAD thing, because that at some point in time, somebody's going to want to know more about this story. Right now he's got it looking like a suicide, but somebody is going to be nosing around. It might be Medina. I think it's going to be the daddy. Could be Juke too, but somebody's going to be fishing around. They're just not going to be buying that it was a suicide. So I'm thinking he's overlooking somebody who might be having a discussion or something. I don't know. But it could be Juke he's looking at. But if you're looking at Juke like that, why? This look right here is another one of them looks like, dude, you a well-cooked pork chop that ain't been killed yet. And I might have to come kill that ass. So why he wouldn't look at Juke like that, do you think?
I don't know, honestly, because we also got to think about it. Like, Juke wasn't involved in this and wouldn't be privy to this information unless Kanan said something.
Right, exactly.
Because the only three that knew was those three. So if Kanan opened his mouth, and now could you imagine, like, Juke kind of felt bad looking, but she know that he knows, so she kind of glared. I don't know, man. This is a good show. I love this one. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of got a little bit of favoritism towards this one. It's just the era. The era gives it more of a, like, you have to do more in a sense of your acting and things like that, because it's not like it's modern,
Mm-hmm. Last but not least in the power segment, who is Marvin pulling the hammer on? Who's that?
Listen. Look at the background. That's where Juke is at. Look at the background. Go back to that picture of Juke. Look at the background.
Oh, I done deleted that picture already. My
Oh,
bad.
that's
But
literally that stone and white.
yeah.
That's the same
Mhm.
background.
Well, he ain't shooting Juke. We
Of
know
course not.
that.
Of course not. But I don't know. Like Tommy cancels Christmas and Uncle Marvin flips plates. So I don't know who dinner he finna ruin.
Look, let me tell you something. Uncle Marvin, he damn near the chameleon. I done seen this man as a plumber.
Yeah.
He's a post office. Whoever he's shooting at is gonna die.
He got a silencer on it too.
Yes, whenever he
So
gets
maybe it's
dressed
somebody
up.
Italian.
Oh. See, what I think with Marvin, even though Raq says she's out of the game, I don't think he's done with the game. I don't think he know nothing else but the game. So, maybe could it be he's doing his own side mission to get his weight up, to get his paper up, to get his stash up? I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe he outside the church and he catching the pastor in the back praying to some, and he about to pop the pastor for him and his daughter.
I heard that. Hey,
look churchy in the back.
That is definitely some kind of a cathedral or something. And this post office disguise, I might have to go get me one of them. That looks like that'll get you in. And if it'll get you into the house of God, damn it, it'll get you anywhere else. So I'm gonna get me a post office outfit and see how many places I can get myself into.